So that's the campsite where I'm staying at the minute, and the bridge I'm on now, it goes over the river Derwent and feeds, or is coming out of, Bassentwaithe Lake. The river Derwent goes in at the other end too, comes out this end. Right, I'm at Bassentwaithe Lake. Yeah, looks pretty nice. It's Friday 28th of June. Doesn't seem to be anybody in today, probably because the weather was absolutely terrible last night. I'm knackered. 30 mile per hour gusts in a tent, and I think I was catnapping in between each gust of wind. Heavy rain as well, but yeah, I'm just going to get in, have a little bit of a dip.
Oh man, you absolutely cannot beat a mean and moody swim outdoors. It's brilliant.
We can see that. Change it back to
No holiday is complete without some parkrun tourism.
That is Keswick Parkrun done. Position 66, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that'd be quick, wouldn't it? Yeah. 22 minutes and 28 seconds, I think, by my watch. Do you know what? Really fast course. And I think if I wasn't saving myself for hills that I did that I thought were there on the way back, I may have got past her. But, you know, good. I'm happy with that. So, what am I doing now? Fire. Head back. Right, okay, I'm coming up to a bus stop. I think this is called Junction. I'm close to the top end of Bassentwaithe Lake, and it is Sunday, 30th of June, and I'm looking to catch that one there, the 756, the X5. I'm going to go down to the stop which is closest to the other end of the lake, which is Wood End. See how far I can walk towards the end of the lake. I'm not that fussed about going right to the end, and then try and swim back. It's just a personal challenge. It's nice and calm. The lake's fairly warm. I'm going to stay reasonably close to the edge, and I'm not doing this with anybody else. It'll probably be empty, to be honest. And it's just a mental challenge for me, basically. I know I can swim this sort of distance, but doing it on my own is, well, it's a bit scary. It shouldn't be. Well, I don't know whether it should be or not, but it's just, I know I can do the distance, but doing it without anybody there, without anybody help, without, you know, it does feel a bit, I don't know, I've got a bit of trepidation towards doing it, but that's why I'm doing it, I suppose, just to push my own boundary. I'm not going to do anything silly. There should be plenty of places to get out. I mean, I've had to walk down a lot of the side. I'm standing there in my nice luminous yellow top, lycra leggings, flip-flops, yeah, neoprene socks under my flip-flops there, yeah. All stuff I can pack away in my tow float, keeping me nice and warm, because the last thing I want to do is get cold before I get in. Yeah, so hopefully take about 2 hours. Okay, so I've just got off the bus at Wood End Brow, which is just turned off the A66. So I'm hoping, possibly there's a viewing point here. Right, so it did lead to the road crossing, but it's just before 8 on a Sunday morning, so it's fairly easy to cross. And I'm at now, switch that round, this is the lake viewing point. That direction is way I'm going to be travelling when I'm swimming. And as you can see, there's a lake in front of me, nice and still at the minute, which I hope it stays that way. And that direction is the other end of the lake, which I'm not that far away from, I don't think. So I've come back out the gate, and there's another trail, runs level with the road, so we'll have a look where that goes now. Okay, the end of the lake is there. I don't want to go any further. I just want to get in and start swimming now, and there are some rocks, some in the distance there showing up, so I've got a feeling it's getting quite shallow here, and I want to get in and swim. And the more I walk, the more I'm thinking I might regret walking further. So I am going to get changed here. We'll see. It's just the odd gust actually. So I'll pack all that stuff in my trusty tow float. I'm going to double swim cap it up. Took that in me leg and knee wetsuit under there, and then send a message on my trusty phone to my wife, let her know I'm setting off. Estimated time of arrival, so 8:39. Faffing probably a bit about getting towards 9, so if I let her know, she'll be back 11, 11:15, and then I'll be off.
Good afternoon, Lee. Where have you been all of this morning?
I've been in a lake. I've been in Bassentwaithe Lake. I've swum about a length of it. I couldn't get much closer to the other end of it because it got really shallow and I struggled to start swimming there. About just under 6k I've done. 2 hours, 9 minutes I think it was.
And how did you get there?
I caught the bus from Bus Stop Junction and got off at Wood End and walked a little bit along the path to get as far down as I could before it got boggy and horrible.
Yeah, well, how did you dress there? Were you wearing your wetsuit when you went, or did you get changed?
No, I took some warmish clothing that could still be small enough to fit in my tow float, trying to keep things light, and some neoprene socks and flip-flops. Basically walked down to the bus stop in that, so
yes.
I definitely stood out.
And you've worn them out.
Yeah, wore my socks out. Yeah.
So when you got in, what were conditions like?
Choppy. I was a bit nervous about getting in actually. I mean, it wasn't horrendously choppy, but just using my tow float to carry stuff in as opposed to it just being a float made it very heavy, and with a little bit of chop on the water in the opposite direction to which I was going. Of course it was going to be that way. It felt like I was swimming to stay on one spot for a while with the weight of my tow float being pulled against me and a little bit of a chop, but I did want to give up at one point, thinking this, I'm not getting anywhere, but I was making progress and it got better, conditions got better.
This is the part I'm talking about. You can see there from the GPS data, like I'm trying to swim in a straight line there and I keep getting pushed back towards the coast, but you know, pushed through it and then it did calm down a little bit.
So do you think you'd have done it much quicker if it had been a calm, still day?
I'd have definitely enjoyed the first bit more. I wouldn't have felt like I was like on a hamster wheel going nowhere. And
Swallowing a lot of water.
I've swallowed a bit of water. Coffee will sort that out, hopefully.
Was it quiet? Was there many people there?
I saw some fishermen, and there was people. At the end, I got out. There was paddleboarders there. Nobody in the sailing club when I went past that, but there hasn't been since I've been in this lake. I've not seen any boats set sail at all.
And it's Sunday the 30th of June, isn't it? So I would have expected maybe more, but it's not very nice weather, is it, today?
It's
okay for swimming.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the chop wasn't, but the rain and the misery is.
It was only the first. It started dying off probably about 40 minutes in. The wind did. There was a couple of gusts when I was in there, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Especially when I turned my head to breathe and a gust picked up the water. I think I inhaled some. So.
And when you got out, how far did you have to go before you could get a shower and warm?
Not far. Campsite just over the bridge. So I got out. I've got stuff to get changed into, but the campsite was relatively close. So I walked back in my wetsuit and got my stuff so I could have a proper shower and save getting undressed at my wetsuit, drying off, putting clothes on to take them off again and shower and that. So I just,
So you pleased?
Yeah, pleased, yeah.
Yep.
Tired, shoulders hurt.
Yeah.
But all good. Yeah.
Cool.